Animal lovers versus people who don't like animals. What's really going on? I'll break it down. So from the outside looking in, it looks like it's just a shouting match. But beneath the surface, what's really going on is that there are two or more core beliefs that are colliding. So an animal lover believes that animals are deserving of love, respect, and space to exist. Whereas a person who doesn't like animals believes that they are pests, intruders, and in some cases a source of harm that aren't worth protecting. Now, none of these people are wrong. It's the approach that both of them use that is a problem. Let me explain. Now, you can't change a core belief that's been cemented over decades in just 10 minutes, especially if your approach involves name calling, berating, and minimizing each other's beliefs. There's obviously going to be resistance. So, how do we approach this? I'll speak from the perspective of a person that loves animals. Lead with curiosity. Ask the person who doesn't like animals why they don't like them. You'll be very surprised to learn that these people had bad experiences, like being attacked in their childhood, so that left a scar, both internally and externally. In some cases, you'll find things like poultry were wiped out by some of these animals, and maybe the poultry was their source of income. That's definitely painful. And in some cases, they just inherited the beliefs that were held by the people that came before them. Now, find their entry point. If you're keen enough, there's something this person will say that will indicate, consciously or subconsciously, that there is still hope for repair and peaceful coexistence between them and the animals. Share low pressure experiences that you've had with animals. Could be your pet, could be someone else's animal, it doesn't matter. You can say things like, when you come home, your pet rubs themselves on your leg or after feeding them. Avoid saying things like, when you're depressed, your animal knows, because the goal is to slowly ease them into a neutral space. You don't want to end up looking demented. Animal lovers, when you tell us things like that, will understand. Then they'll think you're crazy. Now, once you've perceived some kind of receptivity, take them to a low pressure environment. For example, you can take them to a shelter. There they can observe how these animals behave in controlled spaces. Don't pressure them into adoption or loving them. They just have to observe these animals. Now, like I've always said, animals will always push boundaries. So give them solutions for boundary pushing when they experience it. Let them know that they can talk to the neighbor who has pets, they can talk to the agro vet that's around the corner, or the vet they occasionally see in the area, because all these people have one thing in common. They know somebody who can help. Now, the goal is to make them understand that they can coexist with animals peacefully and respectfully without resorting into extreme things like harm or aggression. The goal isn't to convert them into animal lovers. And remember, this might take a while because stronger foundations take time to build, but the generation that comes after us have a healthier starting point, and it's one they can keep passing down once we are long gone.